The magical waterfall from the bathtub tap. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house at the edge of a sleepy village, there lived a baby named Lulu. Lulu was a curious little one with bright eyes that sparkled like stars and a heart full of wonder. Every night, before bedtime, Lulu's mama would give her a warm, bubbly bath. But this wasn't just any ordinary bath. It was a magical adventure waiting to happen. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the moon began to peek through the clouds, Lulu's mama turned on the bathtub tap. Splash, splash, splash! The water flowed like a tiny river, filling the tub with warmth and bubbles. But tonight, something extraordinary happened. As Lulu sat in the tub, she noticed something she had never seen before. The water from the tap wasn't just water, it was a magical waterfall. Tiny sparkles danced in the stream, and the sound of the water seemed to sing a soft, soothing lullaby. Lulu's eyes grew wide with wonder. She reached out her tiny hand and let the waterfall splash onto her fingers. It felt like 1,000 tiny kisses, soft and tickly. "Mama, look," Lulu giggled, pointing at the waterfall. "It's magic." Mama smiled and nodded. "Yes, my little explorer. The world is full of magic if you look closely." Lulu leaned closer to the waterfall, her curiosity bubbling over like the foam in the tub. She wondered where the water came from and where it was going. Was it a river from a faraway land? A secret path to a hidden world? Lulu's imagination began to swirl like the water around her. Suddenly, the waterfall began to glow brighter, and a tiny voice whispered, "Come closer, Lulu. Discover the wonders of the world." Lulu's heart fluttered with excitement. She cupped her hands and caught some of the sparkling water. To her amazement, the water began to shimmer and change. It formed tiny shapes, a star, a fish, a flower, all glowing with soft, magical light. "Wow," Lulu gasped. "What else can you do?" The waterfall giggled, a sound like tinkling bells. "I can show you the magic of wonder, little one. Every drop of water holds a story, and every story holds a lesson." Lulu clapped her hands, sending little droplets flying into the air. "Tell me a story, waterfall." The waterfall swirled and sparkled, and as it did, it began to tell a tale. The story of the curious cloud. Once, high up in the sky, there lived a little cloud named Puff. Puff was no ordinary cloud. He was curious about everything. While the other clouds were content to float and drift, Puff wanted to explore. He wondered what it was like to touch the treetops, to dance on the ocean waves, and to visit the mountains. One day, Puff decided to follow his curiosity. He drifted lower and lower until he felt the cool breeze of the earth below. As he floated over a meadow, he saw a group of children playing. They were laughing and chasing butterflies, their joy as bright as the sun. "What's that sound?" Puff wondered. "It's so happy." He floated closer and realized it was the sound of laughter. Puff had never heard anything so beautiful. He wanted to be a part of it, so he gathered his courage and let out a tiny poof of rain. The children looked up and squealed with delight as the raindrops tickled their noses. "Rain! Rain!" they cheered, dancing in the drizzle. Puff felt a warm glow inside. He had discovered something new, the magic of making others happy. From that day on, Puff visited the earth often, bringing rain to flowers, rivers, and children. And every time he did, he felt a little more magical. The waterfall's glow softened as the story ended. Lulu's eyes were wide with wonder. "That was a beautiful story," she whispered. The waterfall rippled gently. "You see, Lulu, the world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered. Just like Puff, you can find magic in the simplest things, if you stay curious and open your heart." Lulu nodded, her tiny hands still cupping the sparkling water. "I want to discover everything." Mama smiled and gently scooped Lulu out of the tub, wrapping her in a soft, fluffy towel. "You already are my little explorer. Every day is a new adventure." As Lulu drifted off to sleep that night, she dreamed of magical waterfalls, curious clouds, and a world full of wonders. And in her dreams, she heard the waterfall's gentle whisper, "Keep wondering, little one. The magic is all around you." The lesson of wonder. From that night on, Lulu saw the world with new eyes. She discovered that magic wasn't just in fairy tales. It was in the rustle of leaves, the chirp of birds, and even in the bubbles of her bath. She learned that curiosity and wonder could turn ordinary moments into extraordinary adventures. And so, dear little ones, as you close your eyes and drift off to sleep, remember Lulu's story. The world is full of magic, just waiting for you to discover it. All you need is a curious heart and a sprinkle of wonder. Good night, little explorers. May your dreams be as magical as a waterfall from a bathtub tap.